Welcome back to the BWG Leisure Center for another Sunday night of Bradford Rattlers hockey, this time facing the league-leading Northumberland Stars. Both Bradford and Northumberland currently leading their divisions. Bradford in the north, Northumberland with a significant lead in the South Division. As we get started, opening draw between Debrecki lost to Northumberland. Boone touches that up, and that is going to get sent out of bounds over where the netting would be. Second draw of the night between Boone and Debrecki, and Boone wins this one back once more as the defensemen play it up, and that's going to come into the stands. We'll have another face-off. Third draw of the night already between Boone and Debrecki. Debrecki wins this one back for a second, but instead Northumberland comes up with it as Edwards puts it in deep. He's got Hederachi down low, leading assist man in the league so far this year, Dawson Hederachi, number 13. Jonathan Venos, number 10, brings it into the zone, gives it to David Majorsick, who's going to get pressured quickly by number 44. Gabe Mamedov puts it just out of reach of Hugo Broer. Icing is going to be waved off. Broer's going to play it behind his net. He's got Allen right next to him and gives him that initial pass. Allen then sends it deep. Icing once again waved off as Serev would have had a play on that. Arsenio Vakimian plays it to Sterling Poff, who sends a shot towards Radchenko, but it's wide. Northumberland is holding the zone until eventually Arseni brings it out. Miron, however, brings it right in and makes a nice dish to Sterling Poff. Number 96, Billy Sansebrian pressuring the puck now. It gets held in by number 8 on the blue line. That's Van Brussel. Van Brussel once again sends it in deep as the Stars come out to clear. Orahov plays it along the wall to Serev. Serev now going into the back of the net with Poff. Arsenio Vakimian comes out with it, and he's going to send it all the way with a stretch pass towards Plotnikov. But Van Brussel intercepts that pass and sends it deep into the Rattler zone where Orahov has to play it. Eventually, Vadim Berezin sends another stretch pass that's once again intercepted by Van Brussel. Van Brussel attempting to put it deep, unable to, into the feet of Roman Orahov. Stepan Bolatov with a giveaway there on the wall. And Dario Alamanti with a shot opportunity in front of the net, but puts it wide into the corner. And now the Rattlers look to come the other way with it. This is Stepan Bolatov, number 91, had 3 assists last night in the Rattlers win against North York. And we are going to get our first call of the game. It looks like it's going to be a too many men call on Bradford. So Northumberland's going to head to their first power play of the game. The leading power play scorers for the Stars are Tristan Miron with 4, Zenon Edwards with 3, but Billy Sansebrian supersedes them all with 6 so far on the year. So power play number 1 out for Northumberland. That's Miron, Boone, Hederachi, Edwards, and Sansebrian. And a shot by Hederachi is going to be saved by Nikita Radchenko in net there. Play held alive in the corner by Northumberland. Miron looking for an opportunity, finds Edwards. And Zenon Edwards, the leading scorer for the Northumberland Stars, puts the Stars on the board first in this one. That is power play goal number 4, goal number 23, so he takes sole possession of the lead for Northumberland now. He was tried with Tristan Miron, both with 22 goals heading into this one. Nikita Krudikov wins this one back on the draw after the goal, as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Arsenio Vakimian with a giveaway there. Jaden Allen's going to play it back to Hugo Rohr. Rohr once again over to Allen. And Allen with a stretch pass to nobody. Icing's waved off, so Arsenio's going to have to play it. Being pressured there by Northumberland. Alamonte almost forces a turnover. Mega Mizagov gives it to number 28, Philip Holander, and he sends it all the way down, and that is going to be an icing call. And it looks like we're going to be having a call against Northumberland. There was a little bit of a slash after the play. It's going to be a slashing call on Dario Alamonte, and so now Bradford will head to their first power play of the evening. Both these teams with 17 wins, both looking to become the first team in the league with 18 wins. But a key stat in the category of win-loss is the fact that Northumberland has only taken one loss on the season. It was against West Nipissing about a month ago. DeBrecke leaves it for Jonathan Venos, who's going to look to break out here on the power play. Venos going to gain the zone and does. Tries to work his way to the net and makes it in. Tries to slide one back. Dominikas cleans up the garbage and puts it top shelf on Tanner Main. For Borowski, that's his third goal of the season. It's going to bring him to 20 points in 21 games now. Second power play goal of the year for Dominikas Borowski. And on the Nick Main side of things, that's only the 16th goal that he's given up all season. He has a 1.67 and a 9.54 for goals against average and save percentage, going up against Nikita Radchenko, who's rocking a 2.25 with a 9.16. Limited action since Radchenko joined the Rattlers a couple of weeks ago. Nick Main, famously 9-0 on the season. Radchenko 3-1 so far. As Sergei Serov works his way in, gives it to Mikhail Plotnikov, who you may remember left the game due to an upper body injury last week, but is right back in there. It looks like we're going to get another power play for the Bradford Rattlers as Nick Main makes a great save there. Extra skater now on the ice for the Rattlers as they look to take advantage before the power play starts. And Hugo Rohr sends Plotnikov down to the ground, and we will get the call. It's going to be a tripping call, and it looks like it's going to be number 44, Jaden Allen, heading to the box. So the Rattlers already 1 for 1 in the first 5 minutes on the power play, as are the Stars, but the Rattlers will head to their second of the night. Mamedov, DeBrecke, Voravsky, Venos, and Plotnikov, the same power play unit that was just out for the goal 4, are now back on the ice once more. Rattlers playing this game and their power play without the league's leading scorer, Isak Carlson, 48 points in 16 games so far this year. And Jonathan Venos puts the Rattlers up 2-0 with a shot from the point. Draw win back and just a shot right on Nick Main there that went right through. Now, we're having some audio difficulties there. Arsenio Vakimian sends it deep. It's going to be pursued by Kopech, who has Svedolf and Samarovsky on the ice with him. Miron plays it behind the net, gets it out to St. Cyprian, who tries to find Pluff in the middle, intercepted by Yanis Seitz. A lot of goal scoring so far. We are just about at the 6-minute mark of the first period. Rattlers once again without reigning MVP and leading scorer in the league, Isak Karlsson, currently out with a body injury. Debrecki on the ice though, second leading scorer for the Bradford Rattlers, as is Mikhail Plotnikov at third, 41 and 31 points respectively in 19 and 16 games. Draw one back by Northumberland. Hugo Brewer puts a shot on Radchenko, but the Russian netminder makes that save. Shout out in the chat to the fans of both teams. Looks like we have lots of Stars fans and Rattlers fans in the chat. Also maybe somebody from Ohio. Willie Schmier going up against Adam Debrecki on the draw. Boravsky comes in on the win for Debrecki. Boravsky's going to turn it back around, same side of the net, put it to the middle where Jaden Allen's going to intercept that pass and send it off the glass and into the zone. Jonathan Venos now with a play, puts it just out of reach of Mamedov, so Hugo Brewer touches that up for Allen. Allen once again puts it off the glass. This time David Majorsic has a touch on it. Majorsic working his way to get that pass off to Venos. Venos sees Boravsky. Boravsky going to look to gain the zone and puts it deep where Adam Debrecki's going to pressure it in on Jaden Allen. Majorsic there as well. Multiple players in on that one as the Stars come away with it. Quinnell, former Star from last year, I believe. Same with Poff and Schmier, all playing down there. And a centering pass that had eyes for the net. Schmier just not able to get a stick on that one and put it past the pads of Nikita Radchenko as Majorsic attempts to get it out of the zone, but Alamonte with a great play at the blue line keeps it in. Jonathan Venos around the backside to Dominikas Boravsky. Boravsky now puts it through the middle. Number 24 for the Stars, that's Russo. Former Bradford Bull Jacob Russo puts that one deep, and it's going to be a face-off in the Stars' end. So offensive zone face-off opportunity now. Bolotov, Plotnikov, and Serev all on the ice now. Newly formed line. A couple of switches needing to be made. With the absence of Karlsson, people get shifted up, playing bigger roles. As Plotnikov looks like he's going to be taking the draw right now against number 7. That's Ryan Boone. So Plotnikov and Boone on the draw. Boone wins that back cleanly. And the Stars send it up the wall side. Hederachi leaves it in the corner where Boone has a play on it, but Orahov puts it around the horn. Plotnikov just misses that, so Hederachi has another play on it. Arsenio Vakimian shuts him down. Stepan Bolotov now looking to come out with it. Bolotov gives it to Plotnikov. Plotnikov gains the zone. He's got Serev in the middle and Bolotov on the far side. Bolotov finds that rebound. Serev trying to send it back down low, but loses his stick and sends it just too hard for Bolotov to handle behind the net. A loose puck comes to Sergei Serev, who attempts to go to the middle, but instead Dawson Hederachi strips him with a puck and looks to come up. Ryan Boone and Dawson Hederachi, and Boone sends one into the skates of Hederachi, so no shot opportunity there, but a great 2-on-1 forced by the turnover by Hederachi there. As number 8 for the Stars, that's Van Brussel again, sends it deep. No icing is going to be called, so Roman Orahov, assistant captain for the Rattlers, is going to play it. Plotnikov has a look, second-guessed himself there for a second. Eventually goes towards Svadolf, but the Stars come up with possession. Matthew Kayayan seeing his first time on the ice so far, and we're going to have a penalty called here. Looks like there's a scrum happening. Can't quite see exactly what's going on, just due to some of the fans that are sitting there. But somebody's heading to the box. Many fans this season on the streams have been looking forward to this Stars Rattlers matchup, as it could be a potential Russell Cup final matchup. Rattlers obviously the 3-time defending Russell Cup champions, and Stars looking to make their first appearance in the championship final this year. And I am one of the people that thinks that they have the team to absolutely do it. I think they're going to walk the South and be pretty fresh heading into the finals. Kopech plays it over to Yanis Seitz. Seitz sends it up to Svadolf, who comes back in and gets sealed off by Poff. A great hit there by Poff. Now an opportunity. And what a great save by Radchenko on that shot by Collins. Marsh and Plouffe now on the back end. Plouffe, not related to former Major League Baseball player Trevor Plouffe, as far as I'm aware. And the Stars now peppering with shots. Marsh with a shot, and the Stars are looking to hold the zone, and looks like they will. As Miron sends it deep into the corner, Venos is going to slow it down and put it back behind the net for Boravsky. Boravsky's got Hederachi pressuring him, but makes a stretch pass all the way to Mega Mizagov. Mizagov leaves it to the middle for Philip Holander, but Marsh is going to end up with that one on his stick. Miron not able to handle it cleanly, so Jonathan Venos is going to have an opportunity to make a pass, and does to Boravsky. Boravsky sees Holander, who's nearly all alone. He's got Allen by himself, puts a shot just wide. Maine put it to the side of the net. Krudikov out there looking for options. Plouffe pressuring in on Mega Mizagov now, and Krudikov forces the turnover in the middle, a dangerous zone. Jaden Allen cleans it up, and he's going to bring it over the red line and attempt to bring it deep into the Rattlers zone. Still with possession is Allen, a loose puck, but Roman Orhov eventually gets it to Philip Holander. Holander has his pocket picked. Orhov has to send it to the other end of the ice, and does, as we'll get a change for the Rattlers. Debrecki and Mamedov now on the ice. Arsenio Vakimyan's going to have a play on this one in the corner. Decides to bring it around the net. But Alamonte influences that puck, so it wasn't able to get there. As the Rattlers now looking to force something. Debrecki on Brewer. Mamedov with a great stick on Jaden Allen. Going to force Brewer to regroup in his own end. Ovakimian sends a shot towards the net. Gets blocked in front by Hugo Brewer. And Quinnell puts it deep. He's going to be pressured by Alamonte. Orahov the first to it, but Quinnell and Alamonte look like they're going to come out away with possession of this one, and do. Alamonte leaves it, but his teammate was not ready for that one, so Orahov now has it. Sends it on the wing to David Majorsic. Majorsic puts it deep. It's going to be played. Orahov now playing up on that forward spot. Debrecki going to chase this one on Hugo Brewer. Make sure he doesn't get called for a hold there. Yanis Seitz blows his coverage, and Boone comes in with a wide open shot and shoots it, and he's going to make them pay on that one. So Ryan Boone buries his 7th of the year to tie this one up at the 8-minute 30-second mark of the first period. Plotnikov and Miron on the draw against each other. A loose puck in the feet off the draw eventually comes the Rattlers' way. Jonathan Venos looking for options. Sees Bolotov but unable to get it to him. Plotnikov now playing it hard on Boone. So Bolotov now with an opportunity. He's got Sarav in front. No shot taken. As Bolotov gets sealed off by number 24 there. That's Russo. Boravsky to Venos. Venos going to have his pocket picked by Boone, but Boravsky's going to drive the play now, send it towards Maine, who makes a great stick save up into the boards. Sansebrian and Plotnikov both chasing after the puck. Eventually goes to Dominikas Boravsky. Sansebrian makes a great hit there, but Jonathan Venos is there to find the loose puck, and he's going to look to take it up, puts it into the zone, and he's going to be chasing it himself. He's got Svadolf on the other side. Northumberland comes away with possession. They have it on the wall now. Does Miron. Miron leaves it for Edwards. Edwards to Plouffe. Plouffe not able to make a play on that, as Plotnikov now comes the other way with Serev. They've got Svadolf with them. Serev tried to toe drag it and put it between the legs, unable to. So Plotnikov's going to regroup and send it towards the far side for Serev. Serev with Svadolf. Svadolf unable to play it cleanly. So Stars now coming the other way. A lot of high-speed chances and opportunities for both teams now. Nearly a goal opportunity once again for Collins. He had that one early in the first period. Rattlers come the other way. Samarovsky puts it deep. He's going to be looking to play this. There is a rebound available. And Kopech puts it back down low for Samarovsky, but instead Northumberland puts it deep, and that's going to be an icing call. 6 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first period. We are tied at 2. Krudikov's going to lose that draw to number 77 on the Stars. That's Collins. Orahov sends it up. It's going to be a non-icing call, as Collins gets it to Alamonte. Alamonte looking to gain the zone, drops it off for Hederachi, or Edwards, sorry. No, that is Hederachi, 13. Rattlers find possession in front of the net, but unable to cleanly get it out of the zone, leading to a Stars opportunity here. Hederachi has to have a pad save by Radchenko. That puck is still loose. They're still attempting to put it in. And off the post, Radchenko was down. Allen had all the time in the world to set up a sniper scope, unable to put it in. Another opportunity here. Allen misplays it. It's back in front of the net, and Alamonte, with a backhand hope shot, puts it in off the post past Radchenko. Well, we have the two leading teams in terms of goals for per game, and it is showing as we have a 3-2 game in the first period here. Tristan Miron back on the draw against Adam Debrecki, wins this one back. Debrecki intercepts it in the middle on a pass from Russo. Russo and Van Brussel playing on the back end right now. Debrecki puts it back into the zone for a second, but Northumberland comes back up. As Sansebrian, Boone, and Miron on the line on the ice right now. This dangerous line for the Northumberland Stars, as Jonathan Venos looks to come the other way. He's already got one goal in this one. Venos, who just joined the Bradford Rattlers once again last weekend, played on Sunday, was a part of the Russell Cup Championship team last year. Venos sends it in front. Mamedov fans on that shot. No opportunity, as Venos has to come back on Boone. Oh, and a great stick there by Boravsky. Boone nearly put it into the net, but a high stick will be called on that one. And so Plotnikov going up against the draw against Miron. Miron still on the ice with that line with Boone and Sansebrian. Plouffe and Russo on the back end right now, as Bolotov makes a hit on Plouffe, but he's still able to make that pass. Tristan Miron looking for options. He's pressured by Stepan Bolotov. He's going to bring it behind the net. Miron gives it all the way to Sansebrian, who loses the puck. Yanis Seitz has a play on it. Seitz has his pocket picked by Sterling Poff. Plotnikov now unable to get there quickly, so Sergei Serev is going to have it on the other side. Leaves it for Yanis Seitz. Seitz tries to bring it out of the zone. Bolotov touches it up, so Northumberland will have to clear, and that's going to go right into the netting. It's going to be an inside draw. And so the draw now set. We're going to have Adam Debrecki going up against Collins. Debrecki wins that one back. Roman Orahov plays it, sends it up the wall where Ray intercepts it. Ray sends it to Ploff, who fans on the shot. So Debrecki attempting to get it out. Majorsic gets his pocket picked though. Roman Orahov trying to get it out. The Rattlers spending a majority of this last couple minutes just trying to get it out of their own zone as Bror sends it right back in. Radchenko plays it off the boards. Bror steps up, sends it towards Nikita Radchenko. What a shot on Hugo Bror. With no effort at all. Looked like that thing was 90 miles an hour. David Majorsic sees Mamedov. Mamedov has a play on it on the wing. Brings it around the net. Puts it in front, but nobody there. So Berezin sends it back down low for Sergei Serev. Serev pressuring on Jaden Allen. Allen gets it up to number 17. Great defensive play there by Vadim Berezin, who's going to look to gain the red line and possibly put it deep or bring it himself. Unable to make a clean pass over to Debrecki. Russo with a play on Svadolf and Samarovsky allows the Stars to regain possession and enter the zone. Vadim Berezin with a pass for Boravsky. Svadolf turns and fires it into the neutral zone. Debrecki was waiting, but instead Ray comes away with it. Shot opportunity here. Stick save by Nikita Radchenko. And a nifty pass there behind the back. And Radchenko nearly had that one go in 5-hole on him, thanking his post for that one. Looked like it went off his own pad and then hit the post on the right side, his blocker side. Samarovsky uses his body to block the puck as Brian Kopech sends one towards Maine, who hasn't seen much action in the last 10 minutes. Pump dumped in, Van Brussel with a lot of heart on that play, but Boravsky's going to come away with it. Boravsky has options. Gets it towards Samarovsky. Boravsky puts it around the horn for Svadolf. Svadolf tries to center it out. Kopech gets it out of the zone. He's got Samarovsky there. Samarovsky gets set hard into the boards there as Plouffe comes away with it and gets it to Dario Alamanti, who has the go-ahead goal so far in this one. Tight play in the corner. Alamanti and Quinnell both down there. Jonathan Venos puts it off the boards and it's going to come out of the zone. Yep, and we'll get an offside call on a face-off just outside the zone. Crazy good camera work. Did they hire a professional? We do have a professional talent here working our camera. This is what she wants to do. She wants to do professional work in the camera and audio-visual industry, specifically in sports, and we think she's doing a great job, so we appreciate that. Arseny Ovak-Kimian attempts to get it out, but Hugo Bror fires it with ease once again towards Nikita Radchenko. The speed that it comes off from Bror's stick with what seems like no effort. And a centering pass to Zenon Edwards is going to put the Northumberland Stars up 4-2. And we are at exactly the 1 minute mark of the first period, so 1 minute left in this opening frame. Stars doubling up so far on the Rattlers, 4-2. I know neither team thought this would be an easy game, but Northumberland is flexing its muscles early with the 4 goals in the opening frame. Miron wins that draw back to Bror. Bror's going to bring it in himself. He does. He gains the zone, turns towards the net, attempts to make a pass to Hederachi, who is unable to handle it. Radchenko makes a pass, a save, a second save made too. Hederachi loses the puck eventually. Bolotov with a wide pass. Probably an errant pass, I would say there. Edwards with a clean shot. Didn't make him pay on that one. Jaden Allen holds the line and puts it deep. As as Miron, Edwards, and Hederachi all out on the ice right now, the three leading scorers for the Northumberland Stars. Sergei Serov gains the zone, puts his shot on main, and we're within the last 10 seconds of the ice. I believe the Rattlers got away with an icing on that one, or an offside on that one. And the puck will be blown dead here. And with 2 seconds left, Debrecki against Miron on the draw. Miron with another win for his stats. And so at the end of the first period, the score is the visiting Northumberland Stars 4, Bradford Rattlers 2. We'll join you after the first intermission for the second period. As we come out for the second period, the first thing that we notice is there has been a goalie change for the Bradford Rattlers. So now in net is number 1, Patrick Cullen. Nikita Radchenko taken out in relief. Patrick Cullen will be looking to come in. 2-goal lead here for the Northumberland Stars. Players in the box to start off the game, or off the period. Mammoth for the Rattlers, and I can't tell who that is for the Stars, as Brewer plays it up for Edwards. Jonathan Benos going to play it in his own end. He's going to get pressured by Hederachi. Benos makes a pass that goes all the way into the end. Sarev is going to play it hard against Jaden Allen, comes away with possession. Allen takes it right back though, as Hederachi comes in on Jonathan Benos, has the puck sticked away. Miron with a centering pass towards Edwards. Brewer takes a fall, and Stepan Bolotov and Sergei Sarev are coming into the zone now. Bolotov with an attempt on a pass, and that is going to be a goal! Bolotov eventually got it over to Sergei Sarev, who fed it right into the slot for Adam DeBrecki to make this a 1-goal game. DeBrecki with his 23rd of the season. Second in the league in goal scoring now. Tied with Edwards, who also has 22. Edwards might actually have 24 now. I believe he's got at least 1, if not 2, in this game. Adam Somorovsky forces a turnover at the blue line, but it's going to be settled down by Plouffe. Plouffe turns it over now in the neutral zone. Collins attempting to put it deep. He's got Major Sick playing him hard on the wall in the neutral zone now. Somorovsky gets it to Roman Orahov on the back end. Orahov off the wall towards Mikhail Plotnikov. It's going to get played by Plouffe and sent deep by Poff. Plouffe and Poff, say that 10 times fast. And now a shot right from in front by Ray is going to be saved by Patrick Cullen. You got to think that some of what David Mooney said in the intermission had to do with the defensive play of the Bradford Rattlers and how they need to tighten up. They're allowing a lot of zone entries with speed right now. And the Stars are going to take advantage of that every time, as shown by the 4 goals they had in the opening frame. Krudikov and Willie Schmier going at it on the draw. Krudikov wins it forward. Mega Mizagov pokes it. And now a 2-on-1 for Philip Holander. Mega Mizagov unable to get a shot, but he had an opportunity right in front of Nick Main. Philip Holander on Hugo Brewer, and we are going to get a call on Philip Holander now. It's going to be a hold on number 28, Philip Holander. As Brewer came up the boards, Philip's arm went over his shoulder. That's going to be a holding call every single time. And so this dangerous Northumberland power play goes to work once again. I assume we're going to see the big hitters out on the ice as they try and make this a 2-goal difference once again. As we do have Moran, Boone, Hederachi, Edwards, and one more is waiting. We're still waiting for one more. Quinnell's going to go up there and play on the wing on this power play. Send in Edwards on the draw against Adam DeBrecki. DeBrecki, who's leading the league in shorthanded goals. So for as dangerous as this power play is, the Rattlers' shorthanded opportunities and goals have been just as dangerous. Carlson, who is not in the lineup, and DeBrecki, both with 7 shorties on the year. 2 shorthanded goals for the Rattlers in their game last night against the North York Renegades. And so we'll have DeBrecki go up against the draw one more time on Edwards here. Edwards wins that back. Quinnell plays it over to Hederachi, who puts it in deep. Jonathan Benos versus a turnover. Sees Adam DeBrecki, but now the Stars are going to come the other way with speed. Hederachi works his way in, untouched. Boone with a pass up the wall. Puck in the air. Nobody knows exactly where it is right now. And Tristan Miron fires it all the way over, calls for it back. And a puck is just going to be interfered with a little bit by Adam DeBrecki, enough to bring it out of the zone for the Bradford Rattlers. Yeah, I said it that way that time on purpose. Zenon Edwards, unable to play it cleanly, gets put to the ground by Dominikas Boravsky. And the Stars still with possession now. Edwards looking for a pass from that half wall area. Sends it all the way to Boone. Hederachi in the middle with a shot opportunity. Patrick Cullen's going to make that save. But there will be a rebound opportunity. Edwards playing it behind the net. He's going to send it up to Boone. Boone with options. He can send it back to Hederachi or go all the way to Edwards. Eventually Edwards finds it on his stick. Loses its footing just for a second. Boone going to send it back to Edwards, and he does. Edwards now with an opportunity. Puts it just high and off the glass. Major Sick out to put some pressure on there on the half wall. Quinnell is down on the ice, it looks like, and he's working his way towards the bench under his own volition. And we will have a stoppage of play on an offside here on the power play for the Northumberland Stars. So 7 seconds left remaining on this power play as the Rattlers look for a successful kill here. Draw one back by Collins. And Collins is going to have a play on this. Puts it in deep. Going to be pursued by Ray. Eventually Sergei Serov comes away with it as we are back to even strength now with 16 minutes left in the second period. Sergei Serov on Hugo Broer. Broer puts it on the wall where Plotnikov was waiting but was unable to have a stick on it. So Patrick Cullen now puts it off the wall. Collins comes up with it. He's going to try and turn and fire. Instead, he's going to give it to Sterling Poff. Poff down low, sealed off by Ovak Kimian. Serov on Allen now. Serov has Mamedov on the far side. Serov's going to take it. He's got Plotnikov on his right. Mamedov trailing right behind him. Plotnikov comes in. Plotnikov puts it in deep where Serov's going to try and pressure Jaden Allen, but Allen's going to be able to make a pass to Collins. Collins brings it into the zone. Leaves it for number 19 there. That's Sterling Poff. Poff puts it deep. Ray and Collins nearly alone behind the net there. Samarovsky trying to play this on the wall and get it out of the Rattlers zone. Dangerous opportunity here for the Stars. Samarovsky now with a pass towards Gabe Mamedov. Mamedov does have it. He's got Brian Kopech playing up the middle, unable to make a play. And Dario Alamonte, who's already scored in this game, is all alone. Puts a shot into the glove of Patrick Cullen. Leading scorers for the Northumberland Stars this season, Edwards, Moran, and Hederachi, all with 45 plus points. Edwards with 55, Miron with 52, and Hederachi with 47. They've all added to that with the 4 goals that they had in the first period so far, as Cullen whacks that way. Svedolf is attempting to play it, but a great heart play there by Alamonte sends it in deep, avoiding the offside. And Willie Schmier came in with a wide open shot there on Patrick Cullen, unable to make him pay. But great heads up awareness by Willie Schmier when that loose puck was just right there to go in and get a shot off. Van Brussel leaves it for Russo. Russo puts it up the wall where Jonathan Venos is going to have a play on it in his own zone. Venos puts it on the stick of Russo, who's going to try and gain the zone. Alamonte with a nifty move there. Gets brought down. Jonathan Venos attempts to send it out of the zone, but it goes off a weird part of the glass, stays in. Eventually it comes out. Van Brussel now with a play. Alamonte towards the net. Cullen had a play on it, but did not need to touch it as it went wide. Philip Holander trying to gain the zone, but it's going to go into the bench of the Bradford Rattlers. So Krudikov and Miron on the draw against each other now. Edwards, Miron, and Hederachi, the most dangerous trio in the league. Jonathan Venos with a nice play. Sends it off the wall where Philip Holander's going to have a play on it. He's got Mega Mizagov all alone. Mega Mizagov with a backhand shot that gets saved by Nick Main. Great opportunity there. Great play by Philip Holander to center up that pass. Mega Mizagov unable to get it past Nick Main though. Great save. And the Rattlers will now counter with their top line. Debrecki, Serev, and Mamedov now. Arsenio Vakimian sends it towards the net, where Nick Main is once again going to make a save. Seeing more action now than he did in the last 10 minutes of the first period. Allen and Brewer coming out now. This might be the best 5 players that any team can put on the ice at any point so far this season that we've seen. Is Brewer, Allen, Miron, Hederachi, and Edwards. Rattlers doing their best to hold the zone here. Eventually it comes out. Brewer sends it out, but Debrecki's going to play that. Roman Orahov now sends a puck towards Sergei Serev, who does put it deep. Jaden Allen has a play on it. Allen puts it off the boards towards Edwards, who tries to center it up for Miron. Miron gets sealed off by Ovakimian. Sergei Serev in there now. Allen with it at the point, sends it wide. Edwards with no play on that, so Brewer's going to send it back down low for Hederachi. Gabe Mamedov gets taken down. Just a little bit of a lost footing there. Foot came in behind his. And Jaden Allen stops a Bradford zone entry opportunity. Jaden Allen now comes away with the puck. Allen's going to put it on net, and Patrick Cullen's going to glove that one as we go for a whistle. Vadim Berezin tied up there by, looks like Quinnell back on the ice and skating well after he was down earlier in the period. Rattlers attempting to get out of the zone but unable to. Quinnell, Alamonte, and Schmier just playing a very, very tight style of defense in the offensive zone. Majorsic tries to get it to Plotnikov, but Plotnikov's going to go offside as Majorsic regroups and crosses the line. So Mikhail Plotnikov on the draw now against Willie Schmier. Plotnikov wins it back to Yanis Seitz. Seitz and Berezin on the ice together. Looking to play some big minutes here in this opportunity that they have with assistant captain Matvey Munitz out. Plotnikov sends it over towards Seitz. Seitz plays it on his backhand and puts it onto the offensive side of the neutral zone. Van Brussel works his way in, muscles his way along the boards where he'll get shut down by Berezin. Alamonte, once again, just skating circles around some of the forwards near the blue line area. Eventually loses the puck. Plotnikov has it behind the net. Plotnikov eventually gets it to Vadim Berezin, who has David Majorsic near by himself. He does have Berezin. Berezin puts it towards the net, but that's going to be wide on a tip in front. Brian Kopech now pressuring. Adam Samarovsky also there. Samarovsky forces a turnover. Boravsky unable to hold the line, so he's going to have to use his partner Venos, and does. Venos goes back to Boravsky. Boravsky has Kopech. Kopech gains the zone. He's got Svadolf up the middle. Puts a shot into the shin pads. Boravsky settles it down once more as Venos now puts it off of the stick of Kopech. Boravsky going to get it in the same place he has for the last 3 possessions. This time he's going to step up with it and gain the zone. Boravsky now in and puts it off of the crossbar, it looked like. There was a tight window where he might have been able to get a shot through, but instead that's going crossbar and into the ceiling. I don't know what these metal rafters are called. Two shot opportunities there for the Rattlers, both into the shin pads of Hugo Broer. Serev eventually gets one on Main, who makes the save. Debrecki unable to handle it behind the net. Venos is on the wall though. Sends it back down low where Serev has an opportunity to play it. Turns it back around the other way. Turns once again. Plouffe picks his pocket and he's going to come out. Plouffe with a nice move. Touches it back off the wall. Boone leaves it for Miron. Miron's going to skate it up onto the skate of Plouffe. Plouffe leaves it for Boone. Boone to Miron. And Broer sends a shot that's blocked in front by Jonathan Venos, who fires it into the netting. As we'll have an inside zone face-off, a defensive zone draw for the Rattlers here. I just hope both teams have fun as we've reached the midway part of the game and the second period. 9 minutes left in the second period here. 4-3 is the score for the Northumberland Stars. Van Brussel with a shot opportunity, blocked in front by Holander. Ovakimian blocks one as well as the Stars still remain with possession in the offensive zone. Edwards eventually loses it, but then strips Krudikov of the puck. And Patrick Cullen makes a great blocker save there. Van Brussel shoots the puck, but it's going to get deflected off Holander into the bench of the Northumberland Stars. So Plotnikov and Miron on the draw against each other. Miron wins that back. Edwards is going to come in and pick it up. Great play there by David Majorsic, and he's got an opportunity here. Doesn't quite have the space. He's going to get brought down there by number 8. No call on the play. Looked like it was a clean shoulder-to-shoulder check and a lift of the stick there. Boravsky puts it in the middle where Plotnikov now comes in. He's got Bolotov on his wing. Finds Bolotov, who's unable to get a shot off, and Bolotov tries to wrap it around short side on Main, who just got it back far enough. We are going to get an offside warning, though. Offside being indicated now. Jonathan Venos going to play it deep in his own zone. He's got Boravsky with him. Plotnikov in the middle. Plotnikov has Majorsic with him and Serev, or Bolotov, sorry. Alamonte into the zone now. Alamonte has Quinnell right in front of the net. He's going to park himself right there, look for a tip on a shot opportunity. Quinnell works his way to the corner now with the puck. Finds his way into the middle, puts a shot just high. He's going to find his own rebound. Like nobody wanted to play it there except for Quinnell, so he's going to get his own puck. Hugo Broer going to hold the neutral zone and send it in deep now. Vadim Berezin puts it up high. Jaden Allen holds the line, but takes a hit from Debrecki. Sergei Serev going to come the other way. It's one-on-one, him and the Mammoth, Hugo Broer. Rattlers lose possession, and they're going to have to skate hard, otherwise Quinnell's going to have an opportunity at a shot there. Berezin puts it in the middle where Debrecki's going to gain the zone now. Debrecki looking for options, looking for help. Finds Ovakimian, who puts a shot just high. Mamadov looking for the rebound, is going to get sealed off by Hugo Broer. Ovakimian now has the puck. Gives it to Roman Orahov, who's going to look back to Ovakimian. Back to Orahov. using their partners there as the play will go deep. Maine's going to play it up. Kopech has a play on it, forces a turnover. Svadolf has it. Svadolf puts one. There's a rebound in front. Great save by Nick Main there. Alamonte now coming in. Allen might have been just ahead, and we are going to get an offside call. Collins wins that draw back to Plouffe, eventually gets it to Poff. Poff has to regroup back to Plouffe. Plouffe attempts to send it up the middle. Kopech instead is going to put it back into the star zone where Samorovsky's going to pressure Plouffe. Plouffe skates it all the way himself and gains the zone till eventually he loses it. Roman Orhov comes up with it. That's going to be an icing call. Draw one forward by the Bradford Rattlers. Svadolf had a chance. Now Russo is going to be pressured by Natan Svadolf, one of the youngest players in the league and on the Rattlers. Captain Zenon Edwards leaves it for Moran there. Moran has Hederachi in front of him and puts a puck towards him. Venos is going to seal off Hederachi. Stepan Bolotov finds Natan Svadolf. Svadolf with a shot towards Nick Main, who gets just a piece of that, sends it into the corner. Jonathan Venos, who jumped up in coverage, but had the backside coverage by Mikhail Plotnikov, who shuts down Tristan Miron there. Captain Zenon Edwards puts it deep where Jonathan Venos is going to have a play on it for the Rattlers. Venos has his puck picked out of the air by Van Brussel, and we're going to get an offside call now. Van Brussel's going to leave it, so Venos has a free play here until Van Brussel clears. Drops it off, and is going to get sent deep by David Majorsic. Bolotov with a play in the corner. He's going to send it back to Venos. Venos' shot is tipped by Majorsic into the corner. Boravsky to Venos. Venos sends one towards the net. Not quite enough juice on it to get it towards Nick Main. Majorsic now coming around the corner, puts it into the middle where Plotnikov has a shot opportunity. The puck is still loose. Stars put it into the corner. And we are going to have a penalty on Mikhail Plotnikov. It looked like after they had fallen, Plotnikov gave a cross check to number 16, Zenon Edwards, and he's going to go serve 2 minutes to think about what he did. So this dangerous Stars power play once again on the offensive. 4 minutes left in the second period. Only goal so far was scored by the Bradford Rattlers. Debrecki, who brought the Rattlers to within one here. Debrecki wins that draw back. Ovakimian tries to send it off, but Debrecki himself stops it from getting out of the zone just off the back of the skates. Penalty kill for the Rattlers is Debrecki, Mamedov, Ovakimian, and Orahov right now. As Patrick Cullen makes a save on a shot by number 24. That's Russo. Willie Schmier now playing it. Schmier, Russo, Plouffe, Poff, and Quinnell, or Alamonte, sorry, this power play unit number 2. getting some time here. Plouffe holds the line there on an errant pass. Russo gets it to the middle for Schmier, but Jonathan Benos is going to backhand that down the ice. So Plouffe is going to start from deep in his own end. Hollander attempts to influence that. Patrick Cullen with a play now. He's going to put that on the wall to Hollander. Hollander's going to have to try and get it out. Unable to, as Plouffe was playing him tight. Miron back on the ice now as they attempt to get this power play one moving. Puck slid up and did touch. We are going to get a call here on the Northumberland Stars. It's going to be a hooking call on number 89, that's Quinnell. So rather than 27 seconds left on the power play, instead there's going to be 27 seconds left of 4-on-4 play before the Rattlers head to their power play. Debrecki and Miron, two top centermen for their teams on the draw against each other. Miron wins that one back to a Jaden Allen. Allen gets it to Hugo Brewer. Brewer leaves it for Miron. Miron to Allen. Allen unable to play it cleanly. Debrecki with a whack at it, but Allen's still going to come away with it. See some people calling out the play of Adam Debrecki, one of the best players in the league. I do agree, especially at his age. He's doing things that most players have not been able to do, come up and compete at this high of level and put up these stats that he's doing. He's taken a double major here in Bradford from the University of Isak Karlsson and David Mooney. Getting a double degree over here. Jonathan Benos plays it in his own zone now as the Rattlers are now on the power play. Benos leaves it for Debrecki, who is going to gain the zone, put it deep enough that he's going to be able to play it in the corner, and does. Debrecki finds Boravsky on the half wall, tries to go down low to Plotnikov, unable to. And Russo is going to put it into the netting. Stepan Bolotov on the draw wins that one back because we have power play number 2 out here. And a great save by Nick Main on a tip in front by Stepan Bolotov on the shot from Roman Orahov. So power play unit number 2 on the ice for the Bradford Rattlers. Sarev, Majorsik, Bolotov, Ovakimian, and Roman Orahov now. Orahov grabs that one out of midair and plays it down. Sarev sends it low. But Boone's going to have a play on it as it gets sent into the neutral zone and puts it deep. Patrick Cullen slows that one down. Puts it off the wall for Sergei Sarev. He's going to gain some speed as he comes around the net. Leaves it for Roman Orahov. Orahov finds Bolotov. Bolotov brings it back in the neutral zone as he looks to gain some speed and enter the zone himself. Bolotov does. He's going around the net. Gets past Russo, but Plouffe has a play on it. Russo now being pressured by David Majorsik. Majorsik gets it to Ovakimian, who puts it deep for Bolotov. Sarev going to be the one that plays it on the wall. He sends it up top to Orahov, across to Ovakimian. Makes a play. Great save by Nick Main in front there. Rattlers still have possession. Orahov with a shot that gets blocked in front as we are now back to 5-on-5 action here. Sergei Sarev does not see Quinnell. Comes in and makes a hit on him. Ovakimian back to Roman Orahov. Orahov with a save made by Tanner Main on that shot. Bolotov playing it hard in the wall on Plouffe. This grouping has been out for quite some time now. Ovakimian, not a clean play as Boone is playing him hard there in the zone. Great forecheck there by Boone. And that's going to bring us to the end of the second period. The score at the end of the second, the visiting Northumberland Stars still have 4. The Rattlers clawed back with 1 goal there. It's a 4-3 game as we head into the third period. And we are back now for the third period here in Bradford between the Stars leading the Rattlers 4-3 after 6 opening period goals in the first, only 1 in the second period. Lone goal in that period scored by Adam DeBrecki to cut the Stars lead from 4-2 to 4-3. And I don't think that it would be unwise to say that the next goal may be the most important. Will the Rattlers tie it up, or will the Stars add to their lead? As Miron wins it back to Hugo Broer. Broer's going to play it around the net. Leaves it on the sidewall for Edwards. Boravsky on him. Edwards puts it off the wall now. Some high neutral zone pressure from the Bradford Rattlers now. Broer puts it off the wall. Venos plays it. Serov comes back into his own zone with it. And an icing call is going to bring this one all the way back down to the Rattlers zone for a faceoff. DeBrecki and Miron facing off on the faceoff again. Miron wins that back. Serov chops at it. Mamedov flings it down as the Rattlers do get it out of the zone. Russo looks to come the other way. Mamedov's going to influence that. Boravsky pokes it just up for Serov. Serov attempting to get it into the zone of the Stars. Stars coming the other way now. Dawson Hederachi, leading assist man in the league, and that's going to be a call on Sergei Serov. Stars will send an extra man out as we get the penalty call. Sergei Serov's going to serve 2 minutes for holding. And I've said it before, but this dangerous power play by the North York Renegades is going to come back out on the ice. We have Boone, Quinnell, Miron, Hederachi, and Edwards all on the ice. Edwards on the draw against Mikhail Plotnikov as we wait for the 2 minutes to head up onto the board, and it does. 18:59 left in the third period. Weak clearing attempt there. And Bolotov's going to break his stick. We're going to have an inside zone face-off. Not sure exactly what the call was there. So 7 seconds ticked away on this Northumberland Stars power play, as they now have Collins out there in the Quinnell spot. So it's Collins, Miron, Edwards, Hederachi, and Boone. Hederachi has a shot blocked by Plotnikov out of the zone. Couldn't have worked out better in that opportunity there, as the Stars will be forced to regroup in their own end. Miron loses it for a second. Hederachi's going to play it in his own end now. Wait for the pressure. He's going to look to break out on the glove side of Maine. Passes it off to Boone. Boone's going to gain the zone. Leaves it for Collins. Collins sends it all the way around for Miron, but it bounces into the middle. And Stepan Bolotov able to send it out of the zone nearly. Hederachi, however, saved it. Arseny Obakimian now sends it deep, and he'll go off for a change, as will Plotnikov. So Krudikov, Holander, and Venos all on the ice now. Boravsky joining them for this penalty kill for the Rattlers. 1 minute left in the power play for the Stars, as Edwards gains the zone and puts it deep where he can go play it, and does. Edwards makes a pass to the half wall. Boone lets that go for Miron. Miron to Hederachi. And a shot opportunity from Boone on the pass from Hederachi, but Patrick Cohen moves over to make that save. DeBrecki and Mamedov now come out as the penalty-killing forwards for the Rattlers. DeBrecki wins that to the side. Venos puts it on the wall, and Mamedov sends it all the way down, where Maine's going to touch it up and leave it for Plouffe. 33 seconds left on this Stars power play. Plouffe brings it out. Proof has a pass that is touched up by Schmier. Schmier and Jonathan Venos now playing it in the corner with each other. Quinnell working it along the corner. Gets sealed off by Jonathan Venos, sent to the ground. Russo leaves a pass for Schmier. Schmier with a shot opportunity that gets tipped down and into Patrick Cullen. And it looks like there's going to be a slashing call on somebody. I'm not sure who's going to the box just yet. And it's going to be Quinnell. So Quinnell's going to come away with 2 minutes for slashing here. And so once again, at the tail end of their own power play, they are going to give a upcoming power play to the Bradford Rattlers. It happened with their last power play. And instead of 5 seconds left on the power play, it's going to be 5 seconds of 5-on-4. And then the Rattlers will get a fifth man out of the box. Alamonte, Edwards, Allen, and Brewer, the four for the Stars. Mamedov, Debrecki, Boravsky, and Venos, the four for the Rattlers. As Sergei Serev is set to come out of the box in just 1 second. And does. He's going to go right to the bench as Nick Main makes a save there. So Plotnikov's going to join this power play unit now with 1:53 of power play opportunity for the Rattlers to tie this game. Just under 17 minutes remain in the third period. Boravsky plays it to Venos. Venos holds that line and puts it low to Debrecki. Debrecki to Plotnikov. Plotnikov sends one to Boravsky. Boravsky back to Plotnikov. He's got Mamedov in the middle, no one in front of the net, but Debrecki puts a shot just wide of Main. Boravsky handles it, gets it over to Debrecki. Debrecki's going to work his way to the middle. Maybe look for a shot opportunity here. Takes it, and that's going to be blocked by the captain, sending Edwards. Edwards is going to go off for a change as Debrecki gains the zone now. Loses the puck. Allen influenced that one. Sent all the way back down to Cullen. Cullen has a play on it and puts it off the wall. Smart play to Boravsky. Boravsky with a stretch pass to Mamedov. Mamedov turns to go. Leaves it, but nobody there. Debrecki was on his inside, not behind him. Tristan Miron sends that one deep, so the Rattlers will have to regroup once again with 1 minute left in the power play. Jonathan Venos leaves it for Arsenio Bakimian as Debrecki goes off for a change. Sergei Serev now on the ice with Ovakimian, Majorsik, Bolotov, and Orahov. Orahov playing it back, and he'll have to as the dangerous Tristan Miron eventually gets it to Van Brussel. Van Brussel puts it deep. 30 seconds left on the Rattlers power play as Orahov handles it behind the net. Stars on a change now, opportunity. Orahov puts it into the middle. Serev's going to gain the zone. He's got Majorsik behind him as the trailer. Serev takes it around the net. 10 seconds remaining on this Rattlers power play. Ovakimian has the puck, sends it towards the net. A great save by Main. Puck is still loose. Majorsik now with it. Gives it to Serev. Serev back down low. Bolotov trying to shove that one in. Ovakimian now handles it. And Collins comes now. He's going to be played defensively by Majorsik, who moves over to play on Russo, breaks his stick, but blocks the shot in the process. And so Serev now in the neutral zone handling it after Rattlers get it out of their zone. And it looks like the Stars are going to be heading back to the power play right now as Jonathan Venos touches it up, and we're going to get a tripping call. Draw one forward by Debrecki. Mamedov unable to get a handle on it. Now Boravsky and Mamedov tied up on the wall in front of each other. Eventually Boravsky sends it deep, so the Stars will get a chance to group out of their zone for a breakout on the power play. Federaci handles it and sends it deep. for Miron. Miron looking for an opportunity to make a pass, but is unable to. Venos now flips it up, and that's going to be out of the zone. A good clear there by Jonathan Venos, who now has an opportunity to make another play. Edwards with a great play there, but Cullen slides over to make the save on Collins. So a face-off now, it's going to be Miron against Plotnikov. Miron wins that, but Bolotov goes in and puts it deep. He's going to be chasing this puck as well. He's on Edwards. Bolotov doesn't have a play on it, but comes away with the puck, shorthanded now. Hederachi leaves it for Edwards. Edwards pressured by Plotnikov. Plotnikov gets it to Miron as they look to gain the zone with 1 minute left in the power play, and do. Hederachi puts it deep, where Miron leaves it for Boone. Boone's going to get forced by Mikhail Plotnikov. Roman Orahov leaves the net front there to seal off, allowing Arseny Ovak-Kimian to play on the puck. Plotnikov goes down on a great hit by Zenon Edwards there. Bolotov trying to force Boone. Plotnikov eventually gets his stick on it. Miron unable to hold the line, so they'll have to regroup in the neutral zone, do the Stars. Miron working his way to the middle, no opportunity there. Hederachi gets it back down low to Boone. Boone leaves it for Hederachi, but it goes out of the zone. So with these final 10 seconds here left in the power play, we're going to have to try and make something happen. Boone once again sends it out of the zone. 2 seconds left on this power play. Successful Rattlers kill as Maine plays it behind the net, leaves it for Russo. Russo going to get pressured by Kudakov, Quinnell. And Quinnell goes down. Holander got his stick in there. Stick save off the knob by Patrick Cullen. Cullen with another save, this time pad side. There's been a lot of opportunity between the power play and this last 30 seconds here for the Northumberland Stars. No goals to show for it as we're still 4-3 here. Puck is tied up on the wall. Krudakov sends it out. Boone. And that bouncy puck almost goes into the net. That was Van Brussel, my apologies, not Boone. A half an inch the other way, and Boone's celebrating a 5-3 lead right now. But instead, we're still 4-3. Debrecki, Serev, and Mamedov all out there for the Rattlers. Alamonti out there with the Schmier and Quinnell line. Alamonti with an opportunity that's going to be gloved out of the air by Patrick Cullen. Debrecki wins that face-off back. Berezon's going to put it off the wall. Serev puts it up. Debrecki has a play on it. Gets it almost to Gabe Mamedov, but a great play there by Sterling Poff. Poff's going to come all the way with it. Put it off the shin pads of Berezon. And Ganis Seitz now playing it behind the net. Mamedov stretches it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call. Draw win back by the Stars, and they have possession of it. Hederachi attempted to whack one towards the net, but missed the puck. Ganis Seitz puts it off the wall for Berezon. And Debrecki now leaving it for Serev. We have a 3-on-2 opportunity, and that's going to be offside on Adam Debrecki. A tight call there. Draw win back by Ray. Allen puts it off the glass and into the neutral zone. A great clear there. Roman Orhov with it tied up in his feet. And now Ray and Collins with an opportunity. Ovakimian with a great block on the pass there. Svadolf now gains the zone and puts it deep. Takes a big hit close to the bench there. Ovakimian slows down play back here. Gets it over to his partner Roman Orhov, who has pressure on him. So Svadolf now with an opportunity to play it. Unable to handle it, so Ovakimian's going to have to handle it behind his own net again. Poff influencing that. Just a series of unclean passes, no breakout opportunity for the Rattlers there, as icing is waved off. Hugo Broer passes it to Allen. Allen over to Ray. Plotnikov attempting to pressure. Major Sick and Plotnikov in the neutral zone. Samarovsky coming from behind. Ovakimian turns it around, looks up that wall, finds Samarovsky, who eventually puts it towards the logo. And Marsh is able to send it deep. He's got Hederachi also pursuing the puck. Major Sick on the wall now, able to turn it and perhaps give an opportunity for the Rattlers, but Bloof shuts that right down and puts it deep. No icing is called. Edwards and Jonathan Venos now. Plotnikov comes in, comes away with the puck, comes into the middle, dangerous play there. Plotnikov's going to look to gain the zone all by himself, and does as he works his way towards the net. Poked by Maine, and the puck is still loose. Two great saves by Nick Maine there, and we are going to have a call on the ice. It's going to be a tripping call for number 68, David Majorsick. So with 8:50 left in the period, Stars are going to head to another power play. They saw success on the power play early in the first period, and now they'll be looking to capitalize with another one, this time to put the lead to 2 goals. Still 4-3 here in the third period. Debrecki and Mamedov on the kill for the Rattlers. Debrecki wins it back. Venos attempts to turn it, puts it on the wall where Hederachi's able to put it towards the net. Now Dominikas Boravsky finds Adam Debrecki. Debrecki puts one just high, and so Miron and Edwards are coming the other way now. Boravsky going to play on Miron. Miron with a great move there, but Patrick Cullen with an even greater save. As Boravsky sends it deep once more, Maine touches it up for Hederachi. And now Miron picking up speed through the neutral zone. It's going to get sticked away by Mamedov, but Boone now gains the zone once again. Jonathan Venos picks it up and looks to turn and fire, and does. 2 Rattlers players pursuing this puck, Debrecki and Mamedov. Debrecki looking for options, puts it back deep. Jonathan Venos going to go in there on Edwards. As the Stars will be looking, with 1 minute left in this power play, come the other way, and Miron gains the zone. Patrick Cullen puts it up the middle to Nikita Krudikov. Krudikov now with Holander with him, puts a shot that goes wide and high of the net. Boone puts it into the middle for Alamonte. Alamonte has his pocket picked, and Holander's coming the other way, puts it deep. So the Stars will have to regroup with 30 seconds left in this power play. And Bloof loses the puck there to Krudikov. Krudikov has Holander. Holander still with a play on it. He puts it off the wall. Roman Orahov. Rattlers now controlling the pace of play on this penalty kill. Ovakimian brings it in deep. Attempts to put it backhand towards the net, but that's going to get stifled. Alamonte being played hard by Ovakimian. Alamonte puts it deep. Patrick Cullen plays it off the boards and returns to his net. Just in time to sweep that puck away. Alamonte puts it back down low. We're back to 5-on-5 action here with 6 minutes remaining. And Plouffe puts one high, but the 6'2" Patrick Cullen is going to come up and grab that. And just a little bit too much at the end there is going to have Sergei Serev, no, Arsenio Vakimian head to the box. An extra shove there on Alamonti is going to send the Stars right back to the power play. And the Stars are going to call a timeout here. Probably wise, as they are about to have another power play, and so it gives this top unit time to catch their breath, suck wind for a second, and then send that top unit right back out there. I assume we're going to be seeing Miron, Hederachi, Edwards, Boone, Collins or Quinnell. Also gives the Rattlers penalty kill a chance to catch their breath as well. Could be looking to send out once again Debrecki, Mamedov, Boravsky, and Venos. That's what I would do. Like I thought, every player that I named is out on the ice right now as we have Boone on the draw against Debrecki. Boone wins that back. Edwards to Hederachi. Edwards on the half wall is going to skate his way in and look for a shot. It goes just wide and they're unable to hold the line. So the Stars will have to regroup. Hederachi leaves it for Boone. Boone works his way in. Gets sealed off by Debrecki. Mamedov and Debrecki both there. Venos now playing on Boone with the puck. And it's going to be a face-off. Puck was dead. And it looks like they might be going all the way down to the other end. So I'm not sure exactly what the call was there, but they're coming all the way down. Debrecki wins that forward, but Hederachi's going to play that tight behind his net. Hederachi brings it in the neutral zone now, leaves it for Tristan Miron. Miron going to look to gain the zone and does. Sends it in deep where Jonathan Venos is going to attempt to play it. Boone instead comes away with it. Mamedov attempts to put it off the boards, but it's going to get sealed off by Boone. A lot of players. The puck is now finally loose, back up towards Boone, where Mamedov has a play on it. Debrecki playing on Hederachi, both trying to influence this. Shot blocked by Debrecki. Debrecki now has an opportunity to come the other way with some speed, and Hederachi with a great play on it. Dominikas Boravsky looking to hold the zone here, as the Rattlers looking to get, and for the third time this game, the Stars are going to take a penalty on their own power play. And so rather than 30 seconds left on the power play, it's going to be 4-on-4 for 30 seconds. And then the Rattlers will head to a crucial power play as we're 5 minutes left here in the third period. Draw one by the Rattlers. Roman Orahov sends it towards the net. Shot saved by Maine. Orahov puts it in for Bolotov. Bolotov up to Seitz. Bolotov all the way across to Roman Orahov, who gets a shot that goes wide of Maine. Seitz holds that line and puts it back into the middle. And that is going to be an icing call on the Northumberland Stars. Stars win that draw, but the Rattlers are going to come away with control, it looks like. Tied up in the corner is Brewer, who eventually gets the puck up to Alamonte. Boravsky now plays it as we are on a Rattlers power play. Venos controlling it up through the middle. Gets a pass to Debrecki into the zone. Mamedov is going to pursue this one, but it's controlled by Allen. Allen puts it off the wall for a waiting Alamonte up at the blue line. Dangerous place to be on the penalty kill, but worked out there. And a puck played by Patrick Cullen goes to Alamonte, who has a shot opportunity, but instead Plotnikov is going to bring it into the zone, work his way to the middle. The zone's going to be held by Jonathan Venos, who works his way in, sends it to the middle for Plotnikov, no shot there. Tristan Miron now coming through the neutral zone. Mamedov whacks that puck away. They're going to send that back in deep. And Russo sends it the length of the ice as the Stars are doing a great job of killing this Bradford Rattlers power play. With 20 seconds left now, Boravsky has control. Boravsky finds Serev. Serev's going to work his way through the neutral zone. Turnover nearly there, but Jonathan Venos saves that. Debrecki down low, Debrecki towards the middle. Puck comes right back to him. We do have the 5th Stars player back on the ice now. That is Zenon Edwards, the captain. And they're going to send that the length of the ice for an icing call. And so under 3 minutes left to play here. Stars holding on to a 4-3 lead here. Only 1 goal has been scored in the last 36 minutes. Orahov holds that on the wall, unable to do it a second time though. It got touched up, so no icing is going to be called. Patrick Cullen plays it behind the net. Arseny Ovak-Kimian now looking for options. And Sterling Poff forces a turnover, sends it deep, which Collins is going to play it. Russo leaves that for his partner Brewer, who gets it back to Russo, who finds Sterling Poff. Sterling Poff puts it deep off of the skate of Roman Orahov and then goes behind him. Arseny Ovak-Kimian leaves it for Gabe Mamedov. Gabe Mamedov looking to create here. 2 minutes left here. Rattlers down by 1. Rattlers lose possession in the offensive zone, so Jonathan Venos is going to be out here. Patrick Cullen looking towards the bench to see at what point is he going to be skating towards there for an extra attacker. Mikhail Plotnikov now puts it to the middle. Gabe Mamedov gets it back to Plotnikov, who gains the zone. Plotnikov works his way in. Nick Main makes a save. That's not going to be held. It is an empty cage now for the Rattlers, so there's 6 men on the ice, 1.5 minutes left. Dominikas Boravsky handling it carefully there, being pressured by Quinnell. Boravsky to Plotnikov, and that's going to get sent just near the net. Almost an empty net goal there. Dangerous play here as Debrecki gets it to Boravsky. 1 minute left in this game. Boravsky stretch pass to Debrecki, who has it go off of his skate. And now Russo is going to send it all the way down. Boravsky has a play on it. And eventually Alamonte finds it on his stick and fires it into the empty net. Under a minute left in this one, 50 seconds left. That could be the game sealer. Have we seen 2 goals in 50 seconds before? Yes, but it's a tough ask. with 50 seconds left, the Rattlers are going to send out their top guns. Bolotov, Ovakimian, Orahov, Serev, and Debrecki. Patrick Cullen is to the bench once more. Extra skater on the ice for the Rattlers. Turnover there by Debrecki as he entered the zone. Orahov gets it to Bolotov. Bolotov gets it to Debrecki. They now have the zone. There's only 30 seconds left. They got to get some shots towards the net if this is going to be anything. But instead, it seems like the Northumberland Stars are going to hold on to this one as we get a whistle at 18 seconds. Alamonte with a pair of goals in this one. Difference maker tonight. Nick Main made key saves when he had to. Patrick Cullen looked great for 2/3 of the game. But that 4-goal first period was what really sank the Bradford Rattlers here tonight. As a shot goes towards Nick Main, 12 seconds left now. Empty cage for the Rattlers. Hederachi puts one wide. Serev going to attempt to keep this from being a 6-3 game now. 3 seconds left. And that's going to be all she wrote. As the Stars come into Bradford and come away with a win against the defending 3-time champion Bradford Rattlers. That's going to move the Northumberland Stars to 18-1 on the season. The Rattlers will fall to 17-5. These two teams will meet again in Niagara at the Showcase. They'll have the last game on the first day down in Niagara at the Showcase in a week and a half. They say that every season is a story. My name's JR, and for the Bradford Rattlers, we're going to close the chapter on this one.